Hi, ladies and gentlemen, it's TA Play. Happy New Year to my dear audience who are watching this video right now. And for the past 1 year, I believe it's not an easy period for most of us. And for this TA Play channel, we had also gone through different stages of restructuring and some adjustment in our team. And now with this video, we are making a greater comeback on 2023 onwards. All right, so we will still stick to our core belief, which is to discover hidden signal and also potential germ of stock market using our practical technical analysis. Yeah, as we believe the technical analysis, the charts will never lies, and it has also been proven so many times in our previous trades. All right, and so if you watch our videos previously, I think you will know the power of the technical analysis that we practice and for so many years in our trades and investments. All right, and for the new year onwards, we'll be constantly posting case study review. So make sure you have subscribed to our channel if you haven't. All right. So today we are at the last day of 2022, and I'm making this video to conclude and review the stock market for the past 1 year. So in this video, what you can expect is there will be three parts that I will cover. All right. The first will be the 2022 review and also 2023 forecast and what we can expect and the future prospect of the new year. And the second one is I will be sharing with you the three potential sectors of Malaysia stock market that we'll be looking at and focusing on in the first quarter of 2023. All right, and lastly, I'll be sharing with you the new content of our channel, TA Play, which includes a very interesting virtual portfolio, and I believe it's a big benefit and a big value to my audience who are supporting me for so many months. All right, and I will be telling you what to expect if you are subscribing to our channel. All right. And before I forget, at the end of this video, I will be also sharing a case study of one counter which has more than 90% profit in less than 3 months time. All right, so make sure you watch until the end and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our next updates. All right, so now let's get into the chart. Oh yeah, before we begin the content for today, if you're investing in Malaysia, either trading or invest, we are actually now offering 1 month free of our premium group for you as our audience. And if you're watching this video right now, you can drag below of this video and there will be first link in the description box, and then click the link and you will be able to join our premium group for free for 1 month. All right, so now let's get into the chart. All right, so the first part of today's video is the Dow Jones Index. All right, this is a chart of US market Dow Jones, which covers 30 largest companies in the US stock market. And looking at the chart itself, I would like to share with you that this is a weekly chart. All right, this is a weekly chart, which means that this is a longer time frame. The reason I'm using this weekly chart because we are reviewing for the past the movement of chart for the past 1 year, which is a longer time frame. That's why I'm using a weekly chart so that we can see the direction and the formation in a clearer perspective. Okay, so looking at the chart of Dow Jones, you can see that these two lines over here is the downtrend channel that we drawn previously around the months of March to April. Yeah, and then you can see that it actually gone through a clear downtrend as we drawn both parallel lines. So it hits the low of 28,700, which is also hit the support level that we set earlier. All right, this line of red color over here is the support level that we set earlier. It's not the line that we draw when the price hit and rebound. Yeah, you need to make sure, you need to get to know that this line we set before the price actually moved down to this level, and it hits exactly the support level that we set earlier. All right, so if we look the movement of chart of Dow Jones Index in the bigger picture, you can see that it's actually not a big issue over here, because you can see a rebound over here, and it's actually stand firmly on the lines of moving average. Yeah, okay. But then as I said earlier, the Dow Jones index itself, it covers only 30 companies in the US stock market, and I believe it don't actually reflect the true sentiment or the true performance of the whole US stock market. That's why I'm now sharing you the next chart, which is the chart of S&P 500. All right, S&P 500 is the index that covers 500 largest companies in the stock market, and I believe it reflects the more real performance of the whole stock market in the US market. All right, so when you're looking at this chart of S&P 500, you can see it doesn't look as nice as the chart of Dow Jones Index. Yeah, because for now you can see it's a clearly downtrend over here. Yeah, when I say downtrend, it's very easy to identify. All right, it's something like this. Okay, this is so-called the trend line, and it hits the every point of the trend line, which means that the downtrend is solid. And you see this is what we so-call the lower high, which means that the highest point of each rebound is lower than the previous one. That's why we call it a downtrend, and it's a lower high. And of course, this is not a positive sign for a chart, all right, which means that the price is going lower and lower. All right, and for now we can see that it doesn't even found the bottom of the downtrend. Yeah, so that is what worrying me for so many months since here. All right, because the downtrend that I expect is actually happening, and it's yet to over right now, because we don't see a bottoming, or we don't see it found a support at some level. Yeah, so that's why we're going to monitor whether it will form a double bottom at this line. Yeah, which is around 3,600. All right, 3,600 and 20 to 30, some sort of that level. All right, we're reviewing back to this movement of the 2022. Since January of 2022 until the end of the year, it's a whole downtrend, and that's why I'm giving a more on negative side of prospect on the US stock markets, giving that the inflation, all that is still very high, and the spending power of the market is actually very low, and it's actually affecting the performance of the companies and businesses as well. Yeah, so after all, we go back to the chart, and I hope that we will see the bottoming or support at some sort of this level. Then only there's a chance for the chart to making a turnover or the reversal around this level. All right. So in overall, in the first quarter of 2023, I'll be looking negatively on the US stock market. Yeah. So make sure you don't expose too much of the positions. Long positions in the stock market of US. All right. And next, after we cover the S&P index, let's go to the Nasdaq chart. All right, Nasdaq is the technology index of the US counters. All right, and the orange line that you see over here is the trend line that we drawn earlier. Okay, it hits higher high and a higher low from the previous at the year of 2021. It's a very good bull run. After that, it has break the support of trend line. Yeah, in the end of January, and then begins the downtrend until now. Yeah, until now you see it's with a very typical downtrend over here, and same as the review of the S&P 500 is yet to find the support. Yeah, so I'll be maintaining the same review and same insight as what I mentioned earlier in the S&P 500 chart. All right, for the Nasdaq itself. Okay, then this is what I cover for the US market. In general, it's not a good year for the US market in the year of 2022, and what we can expect in the first quarter of 2023 is the first thing to monitor where would it find the support and whether would it perform a reversal. All right, so that's my review on the US stock market. Next, we move into the chart of the US oil, all right, the commodities. Okay, so looking at the chart of the US oil over here, all right, so you can see that we stay with the weekly chart as well. Okay, so you can see the year of 2022 from here. All right, this one. Okay, January of the year 2022 hit the high of 130, at the month of March, and then hit trying to making a new high but fail at the month of June, and then go all the way around until the price of today is around $80. All right, it's around $80. So we never judge or we never forecast blindly on any price of any index or any commodities. We go by the chart. All right, so clearly you can see over here this is a clear uptrend. All right, and then this is a downtrend, typical one, and then you can see the MA has performed a death cross over here, which means proof that the downtrend is solid. That's why it's come up with the lower high and also lower low. All right, how low it will go, of course no one can give an answer on that, so let's monitor. And of course with this kind of movement of charts, there's no too much of explanation or analysis needed. I will still maintain a short positions on the commodities price of the crude oil. All right, of course the price of crude oil, if it's going downtrend, it's not a good signal for our Malaysia stock market, because we are the main exporter of crude oil. And then so yeah, since we're linking to Malaysia stock market, let's move into the Malaysia stock market. All right, so over here this is the chart of our FBM KLCI, okay, our index chart. All right, so let's take a look on the movement of the 2022 starting from here. All right, this candle, let me see. All right, of this candle over here. All right, so this is the starting of the KLCI of the year of 2022. So you can see that I'm making a bigger picture for you. All right, so if you are hearing from some investors for years, they'll be saying that the first week movement of the KLCI, or even the first day movement of the index, is actually reflecting the movement of the chart or the direction of the chart for the whole year. And again, it is getting proven again in the year of 2022, because you can see for the first week of 2022 the index of the KLCI is actually open low, yeah, open low than the ending of the previous year 2021. It opened low and closed lower, yeah. And you see in the whole year performance, the KLCI index is actually closed in the lower price range. All right, okay, so we don't care about it too much. Let's get back into the chart. So you can see that this is also clearly downtrend over here. Okay, it's a hit a peak over here, and then we draw a line. This is the peak. All right, and then a trend line over here from here to here. You can see that this should be the trend line, okay, because this is a peak and this is the peak. Of course this is a downtrend, but then here, from here you can see that the KLCI is actually breakout of the trend line over here, and then it able to sustain well over here. For now we can see it's actually not too bad. All right, not too bad, even though it haven't break out from the previous high, which is around this level. Okay, around this level, it almost hit the resistance, but then it pending to break out. For that, what we can do is we should have to monitor further to see whether it's able to break out from this line, and then if it able to break out successfully, then maybe we can see a trend reversal over here, because you can see the line of the moving average itself is still in the condition of death cross, yeah, although it's trying to make a reversal. Then in the first quarter of 2023, what we can expect is to actually monitor if the index itself able to make a breakout. All right, breakout, I mentioned what I mean of breakout is the breakout of this line around 1560. All right, some sort of that level. Okay, and for the clearer signal, what you can monitor is the MA line to perform a golden cross, yeah. As long as the MA line able to perform a golden cross and the candles itself able to stand firm on the line of moving average itself, then we can expect trend reversal, and maybe it has a chance to hit the previous high of this level, which is breakout the level of 1006. All right, so after we cover the chart of FBM KLCI, the index, let's move into our second part of this video. all right, which is to cover the three potential sectors that is have the chance for you to trade or invest. All right. The first one that earlier I had done the screening. All right. So the first sectors that I'm going to share with you is the finance sector. Okay. So looking at the finance sector, this is one of the best performing sector in the year of 2022, thanks to the interest hike. All right, so it has performing the best amongst all the sectors in our stock market. All right, so you can see from the beginning of the year. All right, over here, all right, so you can see the finance index is actually gone up and able to sustain at a higher price zone until the ending of 2022. All right, so although you can see the whole formation is still looking okay, but there's one thing that you need to take note is that when we draw a trend line over here, what you can see is actually performing a lower high. All right, it's a lower high, and if you're looking at a negative perspective, it's actually a lower low as well. All right, so whether this is the peak and whether would it turn to the downtrend, we need to monitor further. But of course, when we're doing a review of 2022, I would say this is one of the best performing sector. But then I would like to remind you that this is not a good entry price or the good entry point for you to take a position in a finance related counter, because it's actually starting to show the signal of toppish and starting to perform a lower high, which is not a good sign for a year ahead. All right, and this is the finance sector. The second one is you should look at the consumer. All right, take a look at the chart of consumer. All right, for the past year, all right, 2021 and 2022, you can see there's a long downtrend over here. All right, clear trend line. All right, hits the point, hit for the fourth time, and then at the fifth time it's actually breakout of the trend line and the line of moving average starting to perform a golden cross as well. So the consumer sector, I'll be highly focused on the first quarter of 2023 because I see this as a very potential sector to perform a trend reversal, and most probably if there's nothing unexpected incident to happen, I will foresee this to become one of the best performing sector in the first quarter of 2023. All right, so do take note on the counters relating to consumer products, related to consumer spending, and also food and beverages, some sort of that. And if you're not sure which counter to look at, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and in our next video and all the videos we will share with you the counters that we think there is a potential for you to trade or invest. All right, so this is simple analysis of consumer sector that what I saw. All right, from the downtrend, then the breakout and the trend reversal, simple as that. All right, so do put this in your watch list. Okay, and then looking after consumer sector, next we look at the technology sector. Okay, tech sector for the past 2 years, all right, you can see since 2020 until the year of 2021, the 2 years is a super bull run. All right, it's a super bull run. Then when the interest hike starting to take place, then you can see the tech sector is one of the sector that took the biggest impact of the interest hike. So you can see there's very bearish movement, very strong downtrend for the year of 2022. All right, all the way down, and then only at the months of November and December we can see there's some reversal over here. At least it has found the support at this level. All right, you can see there's a support over here. So what we should monitor next is whether the trend reversal could take place in this sector. Okay, you can see that as long as the price able to sustain above this support level, and then we can foresee the the chart of the technology sector to perform a trend reversal. First you need to monitor is the candles able to stand above the moving average line. The second one is waiting for the MA or the moving average line to perform a golden cross. Then that is a successful trend reversal. Okay, because for years I've been looking at technology counters, it has a great potential with our export and all semicons factories businesses. It's a great prospect, but then it's actually very volatile, and there's so many of uncertainties that is affecting the sector. That's why it's very sensitive. It's not as stable as other sectors, so it's a big risk and a big gain sector. Okay, so for me, what I say is the technology index itself is now at the quite a bottoming or quite a low range of price, so the risk itself is very limited. All right, because for the past 1 year the interest hike has been taken place for a few times, and what I say is in the year of 2023 the interest hike maybe would happen, but it won't happen as many times as the year of 2022, and that is a positive news for the technology index or technology counters. Okay, so that's why I'm putting these technology sectors in the third sector to watch in the first quarter of 2023. All right, and yeah, I will include one more, which is the energy sector. Okay, the energy sector itself is also a downtrend, as you can see, but then I see the chart formation itself is actually having a potential to making a bull run, but then it's all depends on the movement of the crude oil as well. Okay, because it's actually following the price of crude oil. So what you can monitor is the movement of the crude oil itself. If the movement of crude oil itself able to making the turnaround or the reversal over here, then our energy sector will have the chance to making a bull run. Okay. All right. So that's all for the second part of this video. Now let's move to the last part of this video, which is the new content that we are going to perform to you in our videos. All right. There are a lot of new contents we are going to perform to you through this channel, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. So the first one is the daily stock technical analysis review, where we will be sharing with you the discover hidden gems and potential counters to trade. We'll be doing the analysis using the technical analysis and using our practical skills and technique, and also most importantly the strategy to trade. Yeah, so it's very simple and direct, and you can actually learn and also practice yourself in your home. All right, that's the first one. The second one is the QR breakdown. The QR breakdown is some sort of content that we are actually doing to save a lot of time of our audience, which that for each QR that is being released by the companies, you don't have to actually spend hours to read and analyze. We'll be going through the analysis for you and point out the main point that you need to take note for each set of QR of the quarter reports. All right. And the last one is the most interesting part of our new content is the virtual portfolio, or so-called the mock portfolio. All right, we'll be coming out with one portfolio, which is we'll be keep track on those counters on each videos. All right, on every videos. I mean, that's why if you're subscribing to our channel, then you can following our track and see how the counters able to perform. Yeah, so that's a very a valuable big value content for our audience, which are supporting us for years. Okay, all right, so lastly, before I end this video, I would like to remind you again, if you are investing in Malaysia stock market, we are actually offering 1 month free of our premium group for you who are watching this video right now. Yeah, so drag down off this video and click on the first link in the description to join our premium group for free for 1 month. All right, yeah, so as I promised to you earlier of this video, I will now sharing with you one huge, profitable, and very interesting case study, which we have posting to our members earlier in the month of September. Yeah, that's the chart of MicroLink. All right, so comes to the chart of MicroLink. This is the one. All right, so you can see some drawing over here. So this is a daily chart. Yeah, this is daily chart, and then if you're looking at here, the small circle here is our entry point. Yeah, it's our entry point. It's somewhere around 59 cents. Yeah, our entry on September is 59 cents, and you can see this range over here. The range here 5.67%. This is our cut loss point, yeah, with a 3.5 point, 5.67% of the cut loss, which is acceptable range. And then in just less than 3 months time, you can see the price has hit from the 59 cent over here, all right, until the height of 1 ringgit and 13 cents, yeah, which is 93.64% or of the profit. All right, so there's a profit of 54 cents and a half. All right, so in just less than 3 months time, this is one of our most successful case study that I will sharing with you. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, and if you want to know or learn the real technique on how we're able to enter at this point, yeah, with a minimal risk and also not too long of waiting time, make sure you grab the 1 month free of our premium group. Then you can get into our group and watch our tutorial videos, and together with our discussion and posting all that, you will be able to learn the technique to catch this kind of bull stock. All right, so around this level, okay, you can see that there's some topish over here, and then it's starting to go down and then make a rebound again, go down again. All right, so you can see the circle over here and also the range over here. So what does it mean? Okay, you can see that on this circle there's actually some members in our group that asked me that whether we can still make an entry on this level, because they thought this is small retracement and maybe we'll go up higher again. All right, so what I've been telling them at that point is there's one very important thing in your trading or in your investment. The word is so-called strategy. All right, when we enter here on 59 cents, the risk is just 5%. If you enter at this level, you can see that the risk is more than 30%. I mean, when the things go wrong, right? Because on every trade decisions, you won't know whether the price will go up or go down. So you have to think to the worst case, all right? So if you enter at this level, of course, the best scenario is it break out and go higher. But then the worst scenario is it continues to go down and the risk is 33%. So what I've been telling them is it's not worth for you to put this bet because the risk is just too huge. All right, the risk is too huge. I mean, without the figure, you can see it itself, right? From here to here, okay, from here to here, you can see that this is your profit range because the resistance is there. Okay, the range is just this gap, and then you can see compare it with the risk. Okay, so it's not a good with so-called risk and reward ratio. That's why what I told them is not wise to make an entry. And you can see until today the price has break the support of MA50, and the MA itself is already performed a death cross, which is an overall a bearish formations. All right, okay, so this is a case study that I would like to share with you. And as I mentioned earlier, beside all those knowledge and skills sharing like this, and one of the most interesting benefit to our members in our premium group is the potential stock list that we will release for each quarter, which means that there's something like this. All right, let me share with you. All right, look at the micro link. All right, so this is our first posting of micro link. As I mentioned this, I opened a position in micro link on the price 59 and 59 cent and a half, support 585. It's a 2-bit cut loss. Okay, and then all the while we'll be constantly update on the chart, yeah, until you can see there's every signal we will be giving an updates. All right, and comes to the interesting part that I mentioned just now is the list. All right, so this is the list that, for example, 19th of September, there's a list, a monitor list, good formation. All right, so I'll be sharing some sort of this kind of list of potential stock to our members. That's why out of all more than 900 counters, we have already do the screening and sort out the most potential counters for our members. That's why you don't have to go through all charts. Then you can just based on this counter and pick the one that you think you want to invest or you want to trade. All right, so for me, there's a very big value for our members because it just save you so much of time. All right, and what more attractive is based on our previous records, the success rate of this kind of so-called potential list was up to 80%. Okay, If you don't believe it, grab the 1 month free of premium group and join our group and experience it yourself. All right. So I think that's all for this video. I've covered enough for the year of 2022 and what to expect on 2023. If you want more details and more value from us, make sure the first you subscribe to this channel. Second one, grab the 1 month free. That's it. All right. So happy new year again, and we hope for the better 2023. Stay safe, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.